And yes, as the epic music flows, bringing you beats and ethereal sounds, reminding you of a future once dreamed up by the writers of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, we go into our Week 2, Day 2 of GKR Leagues. Leading overall, 40KLOUTH, Nightcrow, both 2-0 after the shocking loss yesterday of Shock CALALAS. Woo! People did not see that one coming, but it came. It happened. And there we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to GKR. I hope you're doing well. Hope you can hear me, because it seems that there's sound on my side, but I saw an oof from Mod Sandy. And now I'm very confused. But you know what? I'm also very excited. For a great day of Clash Royale, let's take a look at our win rate leaders. Still very early in the season, and you see 3 people at 100%, but really the overall leader for Electro Dragon, in my opinion, is Vitor. 6-1. Kaboom. Interesting enough, Mohamed Light, 3-3. And I think we have found the way to nerf Mohamed Light. It's put in a bunch of cards that will randomly win a game on the drop of a hat. Evolutions have turned this game upside down, and they are essentially unpredictable cluster bombs. Not just the actual cluster bomb, the firecracker, but the whole dang thing. So finally, people who wanted to see Mohamed Light lose, well, you're getting some of it. Maybe that's why he decided to skip CRL this month, and he'll hopefully maybe back next month when there's a bit more balance on the evolutions. It's crazy though. Hello, Rich. Hope you had a good day, night. Yes, doing great. Thank you very much for asking. Our lineup for today will be coming your way in just one moment. I think this is the correct button. Hold on. Yes, today. First matchup, Cold Bear Esport. Up against French Swat. Followed by Higher Gaming versus 40KLOUTH. Cold Bear Esport with Alfon, Alpaqq, Paradox, ABASS, Nico, and Fernan. Their opponent's 40KLOUTH, which I don't know what that is. 40KLOUTH? 40K, I don't know what they are, to be honest. I really have no idea what they are. Furkan, Gooey, Aaron, Asaf, Ban, and Clown. We can take a look at the lineups from today for our first matchup. 40KLOUTH? 40KLOUTH? I don't know. I have no idea. Can someone who knows what this team is tell me more about them? They have a dragon as their logo. French SWAT. Titan, Crazy Hulk, Bob the Rock, Marnix, Matea, and Sosa. And then in our second match, Higher Gaming with Samuel, Bassotto, Miniminter, Kodigo, Keef, Pedro, and SurgTS. That'll be the big one of the day. Just say 40K. Yes, but what is their name? I'll say 40K, but what is their name? Shout out to everyone here hanging. First set, 3v3 BO1. So Fernan versus Matea, Alfon versus Crazy Hulk, and then Paradox against Titan. If necessary, of course. Second round, the dual mode will be Nico versus Bob the Rock, and then if we get to it, we'll have some King of the Hill. Is Morton playing today? Morton's not in this competition. Always pronounced it 40KLOUTH. Well, 40K. 40K. That's what they will be. And people are saying Mo at 9. No, you're not. You're fine. It's that it's really, and people can't even say Mo fell off on it. Evos are so unpredictable, and they can do so much damage so fast that I think that you're not like overall they just make win rates crazy. That's my theory. Until I see otherwise. Is Morton playing today? Yeah, rip. Well, yeah, Morton's not in this competition. But luckily, Morton makes lots of YouTube videos. He streams. He does all this stuff. If you want to see Morton play, there's a lot of opportunity to see Morton play if you want to see him play. Evo barbs are almost like E-barbs. Yeah, I feel that. You know, I really thought that I'd adjusted this camera to a way where it like had a good, where it centered my stuff more. I mean, it's more centered, but not as centered as I want it to be. Rosters and players in the description, says Sandy, and that's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. Mark Laurie saying, how is Vitor not number 1? Yeah, they're doing it by win rate, so there's 2 guys who are 2-0. Merlin Fire and Blood says, Rich, so you are upset because Mo are losing? Well, every player loses. It's the game. It's the player or something else. Evo. I'm not upset. I have no emotional attachment to it. I'm just saying that Mo's been insanely dominant for 2.5 to 3 years, and then Evos get introduced and we're playing a game mode, like a non-duel related game mode with this new crazy explosive, pun intended, set of cards. I'm just taking the... You're right, I cannot draw a causal relationship, but we introduced a new factor, and then we are seeing a difference in win rate. So, you know, it might just be correlative, but it might be causal. Easy King Tower activation for Mata, a.k.a. Matea. I feel like we don't see very much Monk these days. But there's some Monk. I feel like right now you're mostly seeing, obviously, Mighty Miner. And then behind that, mostly you're seeing Archer Queen and Skelly King. You will still, of course, see some Monk. And reminder that in this format, bans are in effect. Each team gets to ban 1 troop, 1 spell, 1 building, and 1 evolution. So this is interesting, folks, because pretty clear that Fernan's going to be playing Evo RG. Firecracker banned. So whether you play it with Evo or not, no Firecracker allowed due to the ban by French Swat. Mortar banned. So you see that teams are also just banning the cards that have Evos to really cover as many bases as possible. So on the Cold Bear side, Barbs banned, NATO banned, Mortar banned. So you can see 3 of the Evos covered already there. And then so the bans from French SWAT, just not even that important once those have already been made. And you see, of course, the minor play from Matea. Pretty clear, pretty good call here because NATO's out. He can go and do whatever he wants early, and out to an early lead he is. What's Matea's... There we go. I was going to say, what's his building situation? And just like that, Inferno Tower out and ready. And that's 3 archers in the tower all getting reflected by a monk. And just like that, the majority of the lead for Matea gets eaten alive. Wall breakers go down. 1986. Wasn't that the name of like a Taylor Swift album? Was it 1988? Remember it was 1980 something. Miner goes to the back. Mighty Miner opposite lane. Fishboy getting distracted here. And a distraction of that Fishboy even further would be phenomenal for Mata. Can't do it, though. The Evo RG just working to DPS it right now. Goblins will get a few shots on. Some big Evo RG shots. Does not get the last one off. 1423 to 1888. 1989, I think, says Sandy. Thank you very much. I'm not a Swiftie, but I play one on TV. Good tankage there from the Mighty Miner. Does get a hit for the wall breaker that sneaks through on the left-hand lane. And trying to figure out what Mateo was trying to predict there with the Miner to the back. Maybe trying to predict a Fisherman? It's just so hard to stop Evo RG. It's just so insanely hard. Miner goes way to the outside there, trying to avoid the Fish Boy pull, and does, but now it's Evo RG down. And not sure what, if anything, Mateo can do here. Just trying to push as hard as he can. Miner plus wall breakers plus log gets ruined. Wants to DPS down this RG as fast as he can, early as he can. Fisherman is going to pull archers rather than the Mighty Miner. That's good news for Mateo, who suddenly is back in this one. What a defense by Mateo. Can he figure out a way to get enough damage on tower to get this win? Lightning Cycle needs to stop the Phoenix. Does the Phoenix touch? And it does! Fernan gets the win. And Mateo did something really smart there. Let me see if I can get if I grabbed the replay in time. Because Mateo did something really, really smart there. Give me 1 second. Folks, to see if I can load this up. Miner in the back to get the monk away so archers can get on the RG. Smart. Smart, smart. But this I thought was also very smart. Let's take a look at this replay. Here we go. Yeah, this is the defense against the Evo RG. Notice the archers are played high here, and then he moves the Mighty Miner over, letting the archers be what gets pulled by the Fisherman. So that was very smart, and that right there kept him in this one. A lot of really smart plays here by Mateo. He just could not, and maybe he just decided, yeah, that's tough right there. You got to put something on that Phoenix, but he felt like he had to outrun the spell damage. GG, well played. Let's go on to game number 2. Alfon on top versus Crazy Hulk. Battle Ram is in an interesting spot because, you know, it's classic bridge spam is essentially dead. You run into people playing out on ladder or challenges, but it's not really working in the overall sphere. But this weird lumberjack, or this weird, yeah, like rage version, has been getting some play. Piggies, I don't know if this one has ability. Yeah, and Rage for the flying machine. Piggies will do a lot of work on the right-hand side, though. I don't know what that said, so I'm going to go to translate and hope that this guy is not... Ah. The wall breakers are necessary because the defense stupidly lost its soul. Okay. So, I think the homie is just talking about Clash Royale stuff. If you could do it in English there, just so I know what you're saying. I don't want to have to translate all of your Arabic script all the time. But I appreciate you being here. Thanks, brother. Appreciate that. The defense stupidly lost its soul is great syntax. I mean, I wonder if that's like the way... It's just an interesting turn of phrase. This feels like bad news for Crazy Hulk. Like, there's not a really great way to defend Piggies. Yes, you can see there's some splash. But look at how much damage... Look at how much Hulk had to spend. And look at how much damage there still was. And the Giant Skeleton just shuts down this entire push. That's the thing about bridge spam, right? Is that Giant Skeleton is popular. Even the nerfed Giant Skeleton still makes it so that you can't really bridge spam effectively. Ghost, Magic Archer, Defensive Rage, and yet still a shellacking. I mean, the only way that Crazy Hulk wins this is by a big mistake by Alfon on top. And Piggy's just, again, they can slide right on past, even with all that there. The interesting thing for Crazy Hulk is that there's no big spell, really. There's just arrows and mirror arrows. So he kind of feels like Alfon has to connect at least one more time. And so he feels into this, like, one crazy, stupid push. Right? Like, somehow if you got these E-Barbs raged up to get past all of this. But Zappies and Giant Skeleton are just, they're there. There's no way that that Battle Ram connects. Does it connect? Battle Ram connects. This game is crazy. It's the lack of a big spell is keeping Crazy Hulk in this. Oh, that Monk was a half step late, and these Piggies will do it. These Piggies will end it all. Arrows in. Piggies sneak on by. Man, Crazy Hulk made that exciting at the end. But that matchup was just too much. Just too much for him. So GG to that set. Number 1 in the books. And that one going the way of Colbert Esport. We'll see if Nico can finish this off in 2 or if Bob the Rock keeps French Swat in the mix. Hey everybody, how are you? It's your friendly neighborhood Clash Royale caster. I hope you're having a good day. Hope you're enjoying the low-key vibes. I know I am. Just sitting here with my coffee. In my 2018 Clash Royale League World Finals mug. I'll tell you this. 2018 had the best merch overall. There's some good stuff from the later years. But 2018 is when I got the mug and... it only comes out once a year, but the gold World Finals pin. There were not very many of these made. Ah. 2018 at the best. Will they sell mugs at World Finals? In case I'm going, they don't sell any merch at, like, it's so weird. They used to have a Supercell shop and they killed it. They don't really sell merch, and they definitely don't sell it at World Finals. So, there you go. Anyone know when CRL, the World Championship is? Well, you can always get all of your Clash Royale esports information at esports.clashroyale.com. And I believe that information is up there. Let me just double check it. Yep, the 24th to 26th of November. It's on the website. There weren't very many of you made, Rich. I mean, as far as I know, there's only one of me. What do you know? Are there more of me? Is this like a Blade Runner situation? Did they announce a 20-win challenge this year? They have not announced any 20-win challenge. Bob going Giant Skelly Barrel clone. No, there's no 20-win challenge announced yet. The World Finals are November 24th to 26th. For those of you in the U.S., that's Thanksgiving weekend. Bob the Rock going full cheese mode with giant skeleton Skelly Barrel clone. Remember, this is dual mode, so there are no bans, so all of the Evos are available. This pretty clearly looks like Evo RG for Nico. I don't know if there's any Evo that makes sense for Bob to use in this clone deck. Poorly timed clone. Oh boy. And now he has Piggies, Monk, Mother Witch, all heading the opposite direction. Barb's Evo says newbie. That could be the case. Surprised he hasn't played them yet, because you do need to cycle them for the Evos. You think you get them out on the board earlier just for that reason. So my suspicion is that there's no Evos here. Even though Barb's Evo would be the most likely call. Switching up 2 different lanes. This could be dangerous, and he clones into the Skelly Barrel side. Arrows do a, whoa, arrows go full coast-to-coast reflection. I don't think I've seen a lot of reflections for arrows that go all the way across the map like that. Man, everything is just feeding this Mother Witch. Full send left-hand lane for Bob. Bar Barrel comes out early. Mother Witch comes out on the back end. But the cannon cart connection is a huge problem. And that's a massive swing for Bob the Rock. But now can you defend this RG push? I don't know if he can. That's going to be a lot of RG damage, plus the Mother Witch behind. Furnace does finally turn it. Lightning in. Cannon cart's all stuck low. Mother Witch still going. This is what we often refer to in CRL as a slobber knocker, folks. Both players just giving and receiving massive hits. And that will put it in lightning range, and this should be a simple GG for Nico, barring any major mistake, and there you go. Game number 1 for Nico in one of the weirdest games of this entire competition. That was certainly strange. I'm looking for, let's see, Bob the Rock. Where are you at, Bob the Rock? All right, let's go take a look at the battles here. And no, he did not have Evo Barbs. The last card for Bob was Arrows. So it was, yeah. Yeah, he did not have Evo Barbs. I don't know why someone said he had Barbs. Furnace, Giant Skeleton, Ghost, Cannon Cart, Fly Machine, Clone, Skelly Barrel Arrows. Pretty standard for that deck. Nothing super surprising. Nothing super surprising there, folks. Oh, I was going to do a replay, but we're already back into game number 2, so let's go ahead. RG Fishboy Lightning, played by Nico. Looking like he's going to go Cycle. Let's see if he's going Miner or Hogs or Drill. Feels like Drill with the Golden Knight. And RG most likely for Bob, but the Tombstone could mean a weird graveyard too. Wondering if Bob doesn't have Evos. Smart fireball pick from Bob here in game 2. So interesting. The more popular version of this drill deck is with Mighty Miner rather than with Golden Knight. Even though, of course, we understand the synergy of Golden Knight, Firecracker, and NATO all together. So very curious choice. Very curious choice indeed. Sam Mack asking, Rich, what's your opinion of 3.0 Expo player skill, no skill? Expo is like 99% in my opinion. Do you know the matchup or not? Like, do you know how to play the matchup? I don't say that Expo is inherently unskill, like no skill, but I think that Expo is so very like precise in how you play it that once you know the matchups, there's not a ton of variety in what you do when you face the same deck over and over again. What's up, Chris? How are you? I think Lou's a little bit behind on the stream right now. So there you go. Bob is playing Evo RG. We're playing RG, but that's his Evo slot. Golden Knight is interesting here because, again, this is actually the deck I'm playing on ladder right now, or on ranked. But I'm playing the Mighty Miner version. Oh, boy. Bob missing the Firecracker. Has to do some bridge play here. Going to go ahead and take the King Tower activation. Oh, he already had it. Never mind. I was reading chat. I think Bob has this. Bob's a phenomenal RG player. And now he's deep in enemy territory. Playing the Fireball not for the Evo Firecracker. It doesn't matter. Now the Evo Firecracker's down. He's going to get a lot of damage here. And probably enough to win this game. Might even be it here. Yep, GG. GG. Newbie saying, probably saying Mighty Miner, saving Mighty Miner for Evo Mortar Hog. Maybe. Maybe. All right. 1-1, folks. 1-1. Let's take a look at the last two battles here. Bad Firecracker from Nico. Yeah, I think so. Still waiting for API to update, so I have all the specifics of that one. Come on, API. Pull the data. Pull the data, sir. I forgot to enter. You misclicked it later. Hilarious. Very interesting. So Bob takes the gamble in game number 1 and gets the L. But it does save him a lot. Giovanni predicting that Bob will pick E-Giant here. I can't imagine that what E-Giant deck abuses is abusing an evolution. What's the best deck in your opinion? Anything with Firecracker. Ronnie picking a Hog deck next. And there we go. Hog deck was accurate. So some mortar bait variation for Nico. Playing a minion horde into what was likely to be a Firecracker deck. I mean, it's 50-50 you're against mortar or Firecracker, I guess. But really more like 70-30 or 80-20 that you're against Firecracker. That's a lot of damage early for Bob. Interesting choice here for Nico. He had NATO out, right? I guess he does have mortar as a building. but he had NATO out. You have to be expecting you're against Hog most likely, Hog or Miner, in the next game. And this will clean up all that really easily. But the, oh wow, the cannon cart tanking for the minion horde, and suddenly what felt really good for Bob is difficult. Very interesting. And now look at how much you see Nico playing it really safe with that firecracker. And no spell for the minion horde, right? So you're like, hey, firecracker's a problem for minion horde, but your only other option is the bomb tower and the ice spear. And we're seeing the results of that here. Fireball to this firecracker should be coming. Instead, trying to go with the log mortar combo, and he does. Fireball, a little bit of an overkill. And this should be easy. Easy does it. Nico, Colbert Esports getting it done. And it was all, man, that one crazy moment. One very crazy moment where that was an easy it. I didn't clip it for replay, unfortunately. I guess no one knows how to abuse firecrackers. I guess, what the heck. But let's be real, all Expo players are good players. E-Giant uses Golden Knight. Yes. What's the context there? Let's see. With Firecracker Evo. E-Giant sub in Bomber with Firecracker Evo. Oh, you're talking about like what if it was going to be E-Giant earlier. French SWAT. No, Mode is not. I don't think Mode's ever belonged to that team. Minion Horde needs a nerf. Nah, Minion Horde's pretty mid, to be honest. Right? Like, most decks carry a spell that has a positive trade. Most decks can make a positive elixir trade with Minion Horde fairly easily. Minion Horde gets a buff in 2 modes. The biggest buff Minion Horde gets is in Mega Draft, where you can wait and draft it late, knowing, or you can draft the counters to it and then draft it, or you can draft it late, right? So Mega Draft has 1 buff for Minion Horde. Oh, it was a joke. Okay. And then, yeah, do what? I don't know if it's a joke, dude. You just, like, said the thing. You just said Minion Horde needs a nerf. Right? I don't know. Without a thing of some sort. It was Team French Baguette, I think, with Mo. Oh, yeah. Baguettes was, like, a long time ago. And that was, like, just a goof team. I think the best deck is Mortar with Mighty Miner. I am playing that right now. So my main deck at the moment is that Drill deck, but with Mighty Miner. But I am playing that Mortar deck, a Mortar Miner version right now as well. Yo, Rich, which deck do you think is better for RG with Monk or Skelly King? It depends on the matchup. Generally depends. I think that the Monk one is probably generally stronger, especially with Firecracker in the meta. But it just depends on the matchup. Obviously. But I think the Monk one is, on balance, a little bit stronger. I think that I've seen people say that, too. So there you go. Love all your glasses, man. Thank you. I'm hoping to get some... I believe I'm getting some new ones pretty soon that I'm very excited about. So we'll see. We'll see how that one goes. We got about 3 more minutes until we jump into our next one, folks. And our next one's going to be real fun with higher esports and 40K. We'll go over those rosters here in just 1 minute. Leave a like, guys. Thank you, Anish. Do appreciate it. Mad respect. Whatchamacallit? I was going to say something I can't remember what it was. I'm very tired. I don't know if you guys know this, but Having a new baby is exhausting. It's one of the things that everyone should know, is that if you like sleep, children are not good for that. But, you know, they also do their own thing, too. Next match, who is playing? Good question. Next match will be Higher Esports versus 40K. Just 40K, we're calling them. Higher Gaming, not Higher Sports, Higher Gaming. With Samuel Bassotto, Miniminter, Kodigo, Keef, Pedro, and SurgTS. So in that, you have 4 former world finalists and 1 world finalist. And then 40K with Furkan, Gui, Aaron, Asaf, Ban, and Clown. So there you go. Those are the lineups for this one. Let's see. Best caster in CR. Thank you. I appreciate that you like me. Congrats on the new kid. Thank you. Yeah, he's the new one is about 5 months old. He's very cute. He's smiley and all that stuff. So he's pretty fun. So yeah, now I got 2. And 2 is more than 1. 2 is definitely in all the ways you can think about it. 2 is more than 1. But the new one's cute. New one's super cute. And the old one plays disc golf with me, which is super fun. Nem Sensei, miss on CR competitive. Okay. It's very 2 is enough, says Sandy. Yeah, no, 2 is 2 and through. 2 and through for this one. No more. Please no more. Please no more. No, I love the ones that I have, but I don't need any more than that. I am finished. I will raise these ones, and then I will be done with all of that. Not done, though. Today's action, our opening lineups for this matchup between Higher Gaming and 40K. The 1v1 BO3s. First up will be Miniminter versus Aaron, then Keef versus Gui, and then, if necessary, Samuel Bassotto versus Ban, formerly known as Bansito. I guess he's grown up and got rid of the Sito part. And it's just full-on grown-up Ban. Well, there you have it. Well, there you have it, folks. Ban cards for this one. We're going to see a lot more Evos. Or maybe not. On the side of 40K, Barbs are banned, Mortar's banned, and Evo Firecracker is banned. So Evo Skellies are available, Evo RG is available. Do you think we'll see Evo RG? I bet we will. NATO also banned by 40K. That one's an important one. Minor banned by Higher Gaming, but Hog does get a bit of a buff here. Maybe we'll see some NATO. With Mortar out and NATO out, maybe we see some Balloon, Maybe we'll see some Balloon. Graveyard banned. And Pump banned. Pump is such a meme of a ban, but that's very funny. I want Aaron to play Mortar. Well, he can't because Mortar is banned. Bansito, learn from Framsito. Ban and Fram, yep. I picked the upper team, says Randy. Yeah, they're definitely the favorite on paper. Higher Gaming looking strong. Yes, I agree. Rich, you speak French? Je ne parle pas français. J'ai étudiant de français. I don't remember. Dude, I took 3 years of French. I know nothing. Rich, what is your favorite player? Favorite player. Have to be Shohei Ohtani. We're talking about baseball, right? Shohei Ohtani, for sure. Greatest of all time. Needs to win a World Series, but on paper. If you're talking about a stats game, you know what I mean? Greatest of all time. And I'm very excited to see what he does. Let's see. While we're waiting, has anyone seen the trailer for the Wonka movie? Let's go here. Salut, Rich, et le français. Yeah, I can read French a whole lot better than I can understand and speak it. All right, here we go. Game number 1, Aaron going Hoggy Q, and Miniminter maybe doing the same thing. Probably playing Firecracker when we see a Spirit and an Inferno Tower. Going Piggies. This will be interesting. I think this is advantage Miniminter here. Oh, and a nice little prediction on the Ice Spirit. Evo Skellies come out, but they're not Evo'd yet. Hoggy Q versus Pigsy Q. And big early lead for Miniminter. We've seen some Evo skeletons. There's the fact that they still die like regular skeletons really makes it difficult to get value out of them. Which is probably a good thing. Maybe take a hint on that one for some of the other Evos. I think Evos without the HP buffs would be perfect. You know what I mean? Delivery here. And gonna take a few hog shots, but Mini's in a counter into the right-hand lane. And that's a lot there. That's quite a lot there. AQ should be able to get on tower, I believe, and that's it. There you go. GG, well played. Thinking pigs have matchup against Inferno. Well, it looks like I'm getting this one right here, Oizy, so unless you've got a really strong, compelling counter-argument. Seems like overall... Oh, yeah. Oh, you meant pigs win. I thought you were talking trash. Yeah, pigs definitely win. Oh, and the little prediction on the Evo. Dude, your Evo skellies get predicted right at the bridge like that? Bro, that's rough. Bro, that's rough. Rodney Conscious saying, I think Evo Skeleton should evolve into guards. It's not a bad idea, actually. That's actually not a bad idea. I think they want it to be more creative than that. But it's actually not a bad idea. There you go. Miniminter runs right through that one. Next up, Keef versus Gooey. Gooey? Gooey-X. I don't know what he's trying to do there, but whatever. Aaron had an anti-RG deck. Yeah, he did. And he did not get RG'd. Good pick from Miniminter not to go. Miniminter is known as an RG player, so not going to RG there. Aaron going anti-RG worked out tremendously for Miniminter. Well played. GG. You have any theory on Evo spell? Yeah, Evo Zap should be the first one. What Evo Zap would do, I don't know. Like, if, you know what, maybe Evo Zap spawns Electro Spirits? You know, like, it zaps, and when it zaps, like, 3 Electro Spirits come down with it? I don't know. That'd be fun. That'd be interesting. What else? What do you think else we do for Evo Zap? But it needs to be. But I think Zap is the one that needs it first because Zap is a common that is not used at all. Evo Skelly should have shield. Yeah, I mean that's an interesting take. Like I said, Evo Zap should zap 3 times like a stun lock type of thing. I've heard that one. I've seen that one too. Zap bringing down like arrows would be killer. Yeah. Lava rarely seen competitively. We're seeing more lava, especially now that Barbs got buffed. Here we go. Well, looks like we're going to see some RG. Man, what a pick by Mini. I'm going to DM him right now. I want evolved bowler so bad. What would that do? Evo Zap might just be a zap with a radius and radius with longer duration. Interesting. Waiting for an air champion. That'd be a lot. Remember me? Yes, I do. And interesting drill miner, no Evos from Keef. Is he playing with something? How OP would a log launcher be in CR? That would be crazy. So, Mega Knight? No Mega Knight? Mega Knight? No Mega Knight? And Smurfblade, good point here. Bowler's kind of a log launcher if you think about it. Yeah, I feel you. And there's the Mega Knight. All right, Evo RG down. Drill to stop it. Log early. No, never mind. Log. Oh, no. Yeah, wow. That timed out nicely. Man, two queen counters as well. Big push here for Keef. Wall breakers getting tanked for. They do not get through, though. Yes, if regular barbs are, if a card is banned, it is banned in its entirety. Which is why you're seeing cards that have evolutions being banned alongside the Evo state of certain cards. So Firecracker's Evo state is banned, but Firecracker is not. Barbs and Mortar are just banned full out. RG will get one. Does get a second with the Mega Knight turned the wrong way. This is starting to really go towards Gooey, who now can just continue to put pressure right at the bridge. Wallbreaker Kite, I don't know if that's that valuable here. He might just go ahead and eat that Wallbreaker damage and throw the big Evo RG behind all this stuff. Yes, he will. Drill trying to stop the Evo RG. Not going to get on tower here until late. Wow, the HP is so crazy. The HP is just so crazy. And there you go. Game number 3 on its way. Samuel Bassotto versus Ban coming up next. Let's see. Let me catch up on the chat here for a moment. Let's see. Evo of Expo release skeletons. Devo Expo, that's what I want. Stinky Cheese deck with Evo Elixir Golem, please no. Do I think Mega Knight should be nerfed or not? I don't like Mega Knight, but I don't think it should be nerfed. Maybe the jumping is too fast. I think they did improve its ability to jump faster or something recently. I can't remember what it was exactly, but... So, let's see. Why these guys keep the Royal Giant option open? His Evo's really broken. Because they're trying to snipe the Royal Giant then. I hate the Phoenix sound. Yeah, I'm really over the Phoenix sound too. I wish like you could mute certain troops. Like, okay, I want troops to be able to... I want to hear their spawn sound, but I don't want to hear their, like, their in the board sound. You know what I mean? Rodney still wants to see a lava deck. We know. Mirror glasses. Yeah, you can see all what's happening on my desk. You can see a lot of cool stuff about my setup, actually. All right, here we go. What's your favorite CR memory when you're casting CR? Probably, actually, the end of World Finals 2018. I know that the 1 HP game is like the big one or whatever, and it's obviously way up there. But the end of World Finals 2018, people have to remember that, like, Andrew and I got a lot. I mean, even remember, I had another co-caster before Andrew. We got a lot of hate during the regular season in 2018 because we were still getting used to casting the game, right? They brought us in knowing that we were a good long-term bet for the game overall. There was like a long-term vision for CR. And we got a lot of hate during that first 2018 season. And we got better over the course of the season, for sure, and it started to improve. But World Finals was really where we kind of felt like we were finally embraced, especially with, it was supposed to be like a 4 or 5 hour show, ended up being 8 hours because all the delays, and we were able to like carry an interesting show and maintain interest level during that like that hour-long break at one point. That was like at the beginning of the event, like during the first match of the day. And at the end of this marathon of a show, Andrew and I came down from the caster's desk from the Japanese crowd, this huge applause that just kind of really gave us this recognition of how crazy the day had been and how hard we'd worked. And the Japanese casters came over and gave us a big hug, and we all just kind of like took it in for a moment. It was a really wonderful moment. And that's one of the ones I'll remember forever, for sure. Well, this Evo RG is getting eaten alive. Smurf Blade. Oh, well, something the general public wouldn't know. That's really awesome. Wholesome. Yeah, it's one of the... Yeah, it was just a kind of a cathartic moment, for sure. And the Japanese crowd was just tremendous. They were so cool. They were super into it, and then they were also just really nice. This Evo RG going to get eaten up. Musketeer's a great call from Samuel. Musketeer and guards, right? Because with the Evo RG, like, there's actually 3 things really going for him just from this point. Forget the Mighty Miner, which is also really good here. But the guards having that little extra shield so they can do damage to the Evo RG a bit longer. The Ice Spirit to stun it so that you get more DPS on it while it's, because remember, it only damages troops while it's shooting. I mean, this is Samuel just sniping Evo RG so hard. Now with and then the Musketeer for DPS from range. So you have 2 true tank killers in the Inferno Dragon, and the Inferno Tower, I mean, and the Mighty Miner. Then you have the guards to maintain DPS. You have the Musketeer for DPS from distance, and the Ice Spirit to stop the RG from shooting and allow the melee DPS to get some more damage off. Very smart pick here from Samuel and from Higher Gaming. And maybe Ban is running Fireball here rather than Lightning. Because he is not getting any value from anything from Lightnings, and then EQ should come in and finish this off. Perfect deck pick, perfectly played by Samuel. I mean, that was just a... If you want to figure... If you're annoyed by Evo RG, you just saw the deck and exactly how to play it. I mean, that should be the textbook from going forward. Pedro versus Clown in duel mode coming up next. Let's go back to the chat here for a minute. Oh, Rich, does Andrew also help out with a tennis channel? I saw on a tennis channel YouTube video. Yeah, he's doing some tennis stuff for sure. What if Super Sodas drops a Sparky Evo? I don't think they're going to do any Evos for legendaries for a while, but maybe. Evo is a great way to add cool stuff to boring cards. I don't think they made the best call on the first ones they did, but it is what it is. That was the peak of Clash Royale. Maybe. I don't know. 2019 was pretty rad, too. You and Andrew are the GOATs. Thank you. Do I think the Evos change the game in a positive way? I think in the long run, they will be a good call once there's more of them, so they balance each other out better. Right now, there's so few, they don't balance each other out very well. And once they're adjusted a bit, they're just overpowered. But I think Evos in the long run are very good. I love evolutions. Yeah, I'm down with them too. Do I think it's pay to win after the card level 15 is released? Honestly, I think Evos are the bigger violator right now. If you're talking about like level 15, at least at this stage, isn't important for anything that matters, right? Level 15 only really impacts like the trophy road, which is a non-competitive game mode. what I'm curious to see is where people are with their deck progression when level 15 enters into into Path of Legends. That's what I'm more curious about, because level 15 doesn't affect competitive, because we play competitive in friendly mode, so we play it at level 11, and level 15 doesn't affect Path of Legends yet. So, I mean, my bigger stickler right now is putting evolutions behind such a hefty paywall. That, I think, is more impactful by far than level 15. Let's see. Let's go ahead and jump into game 1 of this set. Do I think Clan Wars need a revamp? Yes. You wouldn't really expect Hog to win, since the meta Hog decks rely either on Mortar or Evo Firecracker. Sure. The idea of Evo level 15 is cool, but not the price. I don't like level 15, but it's also not as impactful. I haven't felt its impact the same way I've felt the impact of Evos. Let's see. Let me focus. I'll come back to chat in a minute. What, are there no bans? Yes. This one's in duel mode, so there's no bans because you can't repeat cards. So for those of you who wanted to see, who was it who wanted to see the Lava Hound really badly? Because here it comes. Rodney, Lava Hound incoming. Congratulations. It'd be really weird if this wasn't lava, right? Is it possible this is this might be graveyard instead of lava? Yeah, probably graveyard. Skelly dragons are weird, but it's graveyard. Yeah, yeah. Won't I get into trouble, Chris? Why would I get in trouble? I think Evos will, in the long term, be a net positive. I think that right now they are clearly not balanced well, and there's too few of them. Right? So, but I think that in the long term they'll be good. DC the Boss saying, I'm fully maxed account. Since the update dropped, I've been able to upgrade one card to level 15 and get one of the 4 Evos. Update isn't money grab. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I mean, look, that's a for-profit business. It's not a charity. So, I think the Evos, I think that I don't care that much about level 15 because, again, it doesn't really impact any gameplay that I care about at this point. It doesn't impact Path of Legends and doesn't impact competitive. So, you know, maybe I will. I want to see what it's like when we get to... when they are actually brought into Path of Legends, then I'll be curious about that. But for now, they're not my big concern. My big concern right now is Evos, and what I think they should have done is they should have made Evos available in friendly battles. Pretty big push here on the right-hand side. Gonna get shut down though. I think Evos should have been. I think that all cards should be unlocked in friendly battles. I think it would be a net win for everybody because then players who are free to play would be able to play with all the new stuff with their friends, but they'd still be incentivized to pay for progression so they could use them in, you know, challenge modes and Path of Legends, things like that. And again, Clash Royale is here to make money. Don't get it twisted. And then also if they were in friendly battles, then there'd be no financial barrier to entry anymore to esports, which I think competitive should have no financial barrier to entry. That's my take on it. So, and I wish the Evos were a little bit less paywall than they are. But we'll see. Here we go, final minute. This is a lot on the board. And Barb's just kind of flying everywhere. This is, I don't know, can Pedro hold this on? NATO pulls everything together. Graveyard in, but this might be too much. This might be too much. Freeze onto the Barbs, but... Did the freeze miss a barb? Did a freeze miss a barb? That was very confusing. Let me go ahead and bring a replay up for a second, folks. Because I swear that there was a freeze, but then a barb still hit anyway. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So here we go. Let me fast forward a little bit here. This is just, there's just so much. There's just so much here, and it's so impossible. Okay, let's keep an eye on the left-hand side. Everything gets NATO'd. Why are they still... Oh, because that was offensive. I don't know why I thought that was defensive. I don't know why. My brain just shut down. My brain shut down, folks. I'm exhausted. Yeah, my brain shut down. It happens. Casting GOAT. Can't tell who has the freeze. Okay. This is why you're not supposed to read chat. This is why I don't read chat during CRLs, because I would be like, did he just play a Royal Giant? And they're like, that was a Barbarian. Let's see. Let me go back here for a second. World class play by Samuel. Yep. Oh, that's old. Great take on Evos. Haven't thought about that. Sure. The game won't die with Evos. They'll become more available. Yeah, as time goes on, for sure. Let's see. Are they really going to download to make one Evo card a month? Because that will take 4 to 6 years to make them all. I don't know what their plan is. They definitely want to stretch out Evos for a while, though. It's like a new feature. I don't know if they'll do like a multi-Evo drop again sometime soon. How many years do you think this game will leave? I don't know. I think it'll be around for a while longer. Just depends on like how you evaluate that. I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon, though. I miss playing Ice Golem needs a buff. I agree. Give me more Ice Golem. What do you do besides casting? I cast for CRL, I do my YouTube channel, and I do some social media marketing. Good take. Yep, I have some good takes overall. Every online game is a business. They cannot maintain the game if they're not earning. Yep, I agree. Do you think Evo will revive old decks like 2.6 Hog or Prekka Bridge Spam? I don't care about old decks. I mean, maybe it will. But I think that the goal should be Evos should help us evolve the game, not become retrograde, right? Like when I see 2.6 or 3.0 or Pekka Bridge Spam or any of these decks that I also saw 5-6 years ago, I don't go, oh cool, you're playing a classic deck. I go, dude, move on with your life. That's how I feel about it. People might feel differently. People are allowed to feel differently. But whenever I see a deck that I've been seeing for 6+ years, I just kind of roll my eyes and go, all right, fine. Let's see. Let's see. Someone said, wake up, bro. I'm trying. I'm so tired. Let's see. You probably had too much Pink's hot dogs last year. I actually never had Pink's once. I lived in LA for 14 years. Never had Pink's. I don't think I'll be able to max my deck from 14 to 15 in a 6-month period before they're in Path of Legends. It's possible. Yeah, that might be a problem. Yeah, like I said, I really like Evos. I just don't like how heavily paywalled they are. I wish that they were in friendly battles. And I think level 15... instead of having level 15, what I would have liked them to do is continue to focus more on Evos, because I think Evos are actually a significant and cool add to the game. And having the ability to you able to pay to progress through them faster, I think, is good, right? That's part of how the game model, or it's a feature of the game, and it would have been fine. I think the paywall was too much, and I would have focused more heavily on. I would focus a lot more heavily on cosmetics. And I know we can't, like, skins are impossible, but like I would have focused a lot more heavily on cosmetics. Like if the Pass Royale was like cosmetic heavy, I'd be so much more incentivized to buy it myself, right? Super more incentivized to buy it. So that was my thing, is kind of adjust how we did Evos, not do level 15, and focus way more heavily on cosmetics. RG in deep. Gonna be 3, I think. Does not get the third one off. Good DPS to shut it down. Pedro going with the slightly faster cycle here is paying off. Does he get to that bird? He does not. Lumberjack gets a couple shots here. Evo RG in deep. Electro Spirit stuns. You need that stun here. Going to be 2 shots from the Evo RG, I believe. There you go. 736. 376. Bro, wake up! Throwing the Evo RG into a Lumberjack. That might not get any shots. It does not get any shots. Wow, Clown might take this. Clown legitimately might take this. RG hits. Fireball GG. Fireball GG. Wow. Clown gets the 2-0. Kick Ash all over the place. And we're going to King of the Hill, folks. Keef, Samuel, and Pedro for Higher Gaming. Aaron, Ban, and Clown for 40K. There we go. Cool. All right, let me go back. Let me catch up with the chat here. Let's see. When will CRL start? This weekend is the next CRL. Apart from all the stuff Rich mentioned, he's a good stand-up comic. I saw his video and he's good. Thank you. I haven't done stand-up in kind of a while. Haven't done it in probably over a year for sure. We'll see if I go back to it. But I did it almost every day for 10 years. Let's see. Tough question. Do you think content creators and Supercell employees tough question. Do you think content creators and Supercell employees, casters, community managers, etc., can speak freely about the update without bias and could obscure of utmost importance? That's interesting. Content creators surely have pretty free reign. Like, you know, you see how hard B-Rad's going, right? Like, B-Rad's not holding back, and B-Rad's not getting kicked out of the program. I don't know how Supercell employees feel about their how freely they can speak. I also don't know what Supercell employees all think about it. So I wouldn't be able to comment on that one. I don't think, like, so I'm a caster, and definitely my livelihood is tied more directly to, like, not my own channel, but to my employment as a CRL caster. I think I speak my mind pretty freely, but I'm not, like, aggressive with how I speak my mind, right? Like, I think that I don't think I've held back on my opinions with this really at all. You know, I just know how to choose my words in a way that expresses my feeling without being insulting. So I think that people, I can't speak for true Supercell employees like community managers, etc. I can't speak for how they feel, and I wouldn't. But I know I feel like I can express myself pretty freely, but also, like, I'm not someone who would go out and say a bunch of wild stuff and, like, cast aspersions on people. So that's how I would answer that question. And surely content creators, because if content creators couldn't speak freely, then there'd be a lot of content creators who'd be banned already. Let's see. EVO's probably close in the card skins that we'll get. Yeah, just because they made the game's 2D, not 3D, and I think if they remade Clash Royale, they'd make it 3D so they could more easily do those cosmetics. Oazy does not care about cosmetics. Sure, I'm fully maxed, other than level 15, obviously. But I'm fully maxed minus level 15, and I just don't care about progression that much right now. Maybe I will a lot more once it gets added into Path of Legends, though. If they add cosmetics, even max has a reason to buy. Yeah, I just wish there were more cosmetics in the Path of Legends. Evos and Grand Challenge would be great as well. They'll be there eventually. Let's see. Did I know Mohamed Light finally made a video? Oh, good. He needs to. Let's see. One loss that wasn't. Hold on. I'm still catching up the chat here. They made Heroes 3D in Clash of Clans. They can make CR Troops 3D, but I think Clash of Clans CR also has a different mindset. Yes, and also the games are built differently. They're not built the exact same. Let's see. Mr. GCJ saying, wouldn't Supercell make more money actually building the game around community suggestions? Even small changes every week suggested by the community would make the game healthier. We can't know that. Like, you can think that, but, you know, like, that's just assumptions, which may be true and may not be true. Community suggestions certainly would nerf a lot of the financial earning of the game. So it just depends on what they how that actually ended up playing out. Big lead here for Keef. And Smurfblade with a really good point here. I'm gonna catch up with the cat in a second. Catch up with the chat in a second. Let me focus here on the gameplay. Now that we are essentially tied with 90 seconds left, Evo RG down in front, and Aaron trying to pull all the way across and gets it. Does the RG turn? It doesn't turn. Lightning in. That might be it. GG, well played. Evos are insane. They have so much HP. The HP is such a problem. The HP is such a problem. Honestly, just get rid of the HP and Evos are dope. Smurfblade, to be fair, the community you're thinking of is only represents like 1% of the player base. Yeah. Guys, if you want to understand how differently the community thinks about the game than you do, like, go join like a Facebook, like the Facebook Clash Royale group, right? Like, the people who come to watch YouTube esports, right, are so different than the people who, like, think about it. Most of the Clash Royale community doesn't even get involved on it in social media, right? And then you have Twitter, which is like the hardcore Clash Royale community. Then you have like Instagram, which is like kind of like chill. Then you have Facebook, which is super casual, which is like, I have 5,000 trophies. It means that I'm a genius, right? I could be anybody. I have 5,000 trophies. Like, that's literally what the Facebook community is like, right? So there's lots of different approaches to the game, and so everyone has their own. What we want doesn't necessarily mix with what the player base overall cares about. Let's see. Now it's been too much only seeing. Oh, I think RG Mortar Drill. Yeah, it is repetitive. I think it is. I think that the game is really repetitive right now. It's what happens. That's why I think more Evos need to come out. Evos and challenges would be terrible. Yeah, I think until Evos are more accessible to everybody, putting them in challenges just would allow players who already have paid to unlock Evos to just farm challenges more, and eventually would push players who don't have Evos out of challenges. So I think Evos should stay out of challenges for now. What I think is the best deck ever, I don't really have a good comment on that. I was very close last season. The Ultimate Champ. Oh, I got it. You can do it too. If I can do it, you can do it. Come on. If I can do it, you can do it. My mom has 5,000 trophies. Yeah, exactly. Do I know any tournaments to register coming sooner now? I do not. What did you reach on ladder? I don't really care about. I mean, are you talking about ranked or are you talking about Trophy Road? I haven't really pushed Trophy Road that much. I think I'm like almost 8,000 on Trophy Road. On ranked, I hit Ultimate Champion last season. Oh, King Tower activation. Now that I'm thinking about it, the fact that they gave just one win condition on RG evolution automatically makes the meta revolve around it all little. Yeah. The team, my theory is the team supports RG a lot because it's the best free-to-play win condition, right? Like, it's the only common, like, really, really viable win condition. I would have liked them to do it more on support cards and more focus on support cards that didn't have much of a place in the meta. But, yeah, I think that RG didn't need it. Would you say that you're a semi-pro? No, I don't. I have never played competitive at all. Hey, Rich, hope all as well. Thank you very much. Gaming with Stick saying, being a casual player myself, I don't really care about Evos level 15. I care about Evos just because I want to engage with the content, right? Like, Evos are new content that changes the way the game is played, and they're interesting, and they change your strategies and how you think about things. So I think they're really interesting, and I care about them because I want to be able to play the new content. Same thing with champions, right? Like, I don't want to not play the new items. I just don't. Level 15 to me is unnecessary. I know why they did it. I just would have preferred they do something different. Smurfblade. Barbs are probably the perfect example of a card that deserves an Evo. Yeah, I am totally with you on that. AQ right-hand side for ban. And Keef just straight up naked lightnings it. He's like, I am not messing with that Archer Queen. Get out of here. What would happen if tournaments play on level 12 now because of level 15? I don't know if they're going to make that change, but they might. It wouldn't really affect anybody in the esports scene. If they're going to do an Evo, a win condition Evo, should have picked one that wasn't strong. Yeah, I agree. Like, maybe Skelly Barrel would have been a better choice for an Evo, right? Is there any deck to win against evolutions? Yeah, we've seen it. We saw that, we saw Samwell with that really great hog pick against the RG deck. It was like a straight-up hard counter. But it also depends on, like... And it's also it's a fine hog deck, too. Not like it's a bad hog deck. Let's see. Evo barbs are still not good in my opinion. I mean, you can easily counter them with bowlers or other splash cards, but they made barbs stronger, right? Like that's the thing is the Evo should make it so that your card so that it can be stronger and it has uses, and you think about that card more. It shouldn't make it ridiculously OP, right? So I think they kind of hit the mark with Evo barbs. Yeah, they're still counterable. Now again, you're talking about if you have splash cards, right? Like Evo barbs are counterable if you have if you have bowler or splash cards. So, you know, there's the rub. But I think the Evo barbs are kind of like on the money. Maybe they could be tweaked some, but oh boy, double RGs. Bye bye. You got a creator code? Let me go support you right now, bro. Code Rich. Use code Rich. If you're gonna buy something in the shop, yeah, throw code Rich on there. Please do. Please do indeed. If you're gonna buy something, help me out. Sure. Evo's out to an additional reset 1 second later. Yeah, interesting. What do you think if Mega Knight had Evo? No. Smurf played. I'm not throwing that one up. That's hilarious though. They should have released way more evolutions than just 4 and 1 each new season. Meta's going to be the same for ages. Yeah, I'm hoping that that balance fixes some of that and that they release Evos at a slightly faster pace. Just realized how great a support code that is. Look, there's no other Rich in the community. Yeah, just code Rich. Nice and easy. You're better off throwing your phone than defending 2 RGs. Yeah, I feel you on that. Will spells have evolutions? I don't know. That, I don't know. At some point, I'm assuming something. That's hard to, like, spell evos are kind of hard to do because, you know, I mean, maybe you would, like, where would the little icon go that shows that it's evo? You know how, like, the little, like, bring goes up? So your opponent knows you're playing an evo? Mo finally uploaded a video. My month has been made. Dude, yeah, Mo should be uploading every day. Mo should be uploading 3 times a week at least. It's crazy that he's not, like, the amount of money he stays. Why is the lowest age to play Comp 16? Because of child labor laws. What's up, Rich? What's up, Crazy Edits? Do you have crazy edits? Let's see. Don't forget to use code Rich. Thank you. Thank you. Please use it. That would be very nice, very sweet of you. Here we go. The thing I'm interested in about card evos is that skeletons and barbs, for example, have cards that also spawn them. I wonder how those will be handled. Interesting. Interesting. Hey, hold on 1 second, folks. All right, I'm back. Where is Morton? Somewhere in Germany. Would champions have evos? I don't think that's a good idea yet. I'm fortunate, pretty solid player, but fun to play comp for fun. Yeah, Well, child labor laws. But if you can make top 1,000 ladder, see what happens. But they won't let you play CRL. Morton is in Cologne. Good to know. Well, this is going to be a big counter push. That giant skeleton is going to help a lot there. Hog comes down. No counter push. Fishboy going to go for the King Tower activation. What's my top 5? Biggie, Run the Jewels, Beastie Boys, Jay-Z, and maybe MF Doom. I feel like we haven't seen much of this hog deck in a while. Oh, nice tankage for the hog here. Lumberjack gonna go finish it, but still, the tankage is good. Now, what the heck does Keef do about this? What's his building? Bomb tower gets there last second. Lightning. And he's going to be able to get most of this RG down before it turns into a real problem. And now it's Keef's turn. Can he get a hog behind this? Yes, he can. Oh, but the hog being pushed inside will get 2. No, just 1. That's good for this hog. That's really good for this hog for Keef. He's going to get 2 out of this. Boom. There he finally gets them. Big push in the right-hand lane with an Evo RG. Lumberjack in front. This is a huge problem for Keef. Can he do enough DPS before this turns into death for him? I don't know. Raged up Evo RG. Just look at the look at that. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at that. Nonsense. Nonsense. Rich, put your face cam on screen. I don't like my face cam on screen during gameplay. I prefer to just have the gameplay up. Let's see. For GKR, it's 13, so I don't know how that works if it's Spain laws. Yeah, maybe Spain has maybe Spain has 13. I just know for CRL it's 15. What's your CR top 5? My CR top 5. Let's see. My CR top 5 would be the Goblin with sunglasses emote, the Princess with sunglasses emote, the King with sunglasses emote, the whatchamacallit, the emote from Mega Draft Ladder where he raises the belt up in the air, and the 10. That's my top 5 from CR. Let's see. As a comp player, suggest players want to play competitive to simply join a small team or play smaller leagues or join small single-player comps. Things will go up. Yeah, I feel it on that one. Imagine a competitive scene for clan wars where clans can select their 5 best players and have live battles. It'd be so cool with 7 players. That's interesting. What was I about to do? Say MF Doom, well played, bro. Let's see. Lumberjack with Evo RG is so nasty. Yeah, it's so dirty. It's so dirty, dude. Clown showing out today. Yeah, I feel you. Sometimes I hear Evil RG instead of Evo. Yeah, I feel actually, I'm good with that too. I once had an Evo RG and Ewiz both raged up. Opponent placed E-barbs on top and they were straight up stun locked. So they did nothing. That's crazy. That's crazy. Tanner Nelson, Rich is a clown. I don't know if you mean that in the nice way or the mean way, but sure. Here we go. Word Life John, sup Rich, sup. Will Samuel end this, or will we continue? Find out in mere moments. Bro, Clash Royale Esports. Hold on, I'll save this for after the game. But Clash Royale Esports just put a banger up on Twitter. That's a banger. Okay, I'll share that afterwards. So funny. I've seen Cloudy many crazy reverse sweeps. Wouldn't be surprised if he does it here. Yeah, let's see. And Smurf played saying I think he has a great matchup in this game. Maybe. Does he have Fireball? Giant Skelly King is nice against pigs. Is this Pig's Mirror? Because if it is, if it's Pig's Mirror and Clown has Fireball, then this should be all Clown. Lou plays CR. I'm gonna be honest, and I say this is kind of boring. All the same deck. Yeah. Well, this number of bans kind of makes it even more homogenous, really. That's why dual mode and Mega Draft are the two best modes in the game. Duels and Mega Draft. I wish King of the Hill kind of worked like duels, right? Where if your team wins with the deck, that all those cards are out. That's an Evo RG doing a lot of things to your tower. And then there's a Lightning on the Fish Boy. Switches Evo RG to the other tower. Still more damage to things. Phoenix will kill that flying machine, and this is interesting. Jew Hefner, I miss Mega Draft tournaments most entertaining by far. Yeah, I want to do more Mega Draft on the channel. Just trying to balance many things all at once. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Lightning might be an issue. Oh, it gets shut down. That does get shut down. Did I ever play any MOBAs? Yeah. I'm not like super into the game, into the style. I've played a bunch of them. I've played most of them at some point, especially all the mobile ones. They're fun. They're pretty cool. I like the new move towards shorter MOBAs, right? Like Mobile Legends Bang Bang, Wild Rift, Pokemon Unite. Like, I don't need to play any one game of a MOBA for 45 minutes. That's crazy to me. What do you think about Lava Hound Evo Barbs? I think that's a deck. Seems like it's doing pretty well. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's a good spot for the Fish Boy, but he gets lightninged, and that's going to be a lot of shots from the Evo RG. 576. Can these pigs get through? There is the Skelly King. If you had Fireball, this would be so much easier, Clown, but you don't. Piggies on the tower. They're level 12. They eat a lot of tower. 586. 576. Evo RG. Lots of stuff to distract Fish Boys. Can the Fish Boy do anything? No, it can't. We're going to Game 5. GG. Let's see. Only 42 likes. Oh, 73 likes. Still, can we get to 100? It's just 250 of you watching. Can we get 26, 27 more likes? I never just like Triple Draft. No, I think Triple Draft is triple trash. I've never liked Triple Draft. I think it's really bad. Mega Draft is like what Triple Draft wishes it was. But Triple Draft is like a casual game mode. It's not a real competitive game mode at all. And we have the data. We have the data for that from the CRL East Special Edition to back that up. Golem Night Witch would be crazy. Mostly the Golem would be scary since it already has so much health. Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. Let's see. Boomerina thoughts. Haven't played it. Don't plan on playing it. It's just seems like a thing people are memeing right now. Oh yeah, click the like button. There you go. Oh, we're at 88 now. Nice. Nice. Thank you. Everyone who's hitting that like button, thank you very much. I appreciate it. It does help a lot. Evo RG is straight up nerf. Yes. You're my favorite announcer for anything. Keep up the great work. Thank you. I'd love to get back into doing... you know what? Actually, no, I wouldn't. I really enjoy doing MMA commentary. I don't know if I'd love doing it now. Why aren't they picking heavy counters for RG? Triple draft is still better than regular draft. Yeah. But, like... that's... I had an analogy I was going to say, but I'm not going to say it. But that's not a hard bar. Being better than regular draft isn't hard to do. Clown killing it today. Yeah, Clown's on one. Clown's on one. With Barb's banned, RG decks can freely run Lightning, which beats all traditional RG counters. Fair. Smurfblade. Smurfblade on that. On that. Mega Draft with Evos would add a whole new dimension to the game mode. Maybe. I personally don't like triple draft. Yes, because you're right. Do I wear sunglasses to bed? Yes. How else would I be able to sleep at night? There you go. Here we go. Our final game coming up in a moment here. Clown versus Pedro. CRL 2023 World Finalist. Golden ticket holder. Pedro. I like him. He's got skills. He is good at Clash Royale. One of these days we'll start the game. Let's see. I hate draft and triple draft. We got top 1K finish in both global tournaments featuring that mode recently. Funny how that works sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think either of them are interesting modes. They're both super random and luck-based. Triple draft tried to improve on that from regular draft, but triple draft actually ends up being really repetitive because it's the same, like, card packs, right? And there's the same, like, picks you kind of have to make. So triple draft is just, do I play Battle Royale games? I used to play a lot of Apex Legends. I haven't not had time for it lately. Lost my Ray-Bans and bought some gooders. Seemed just as good, nice so far. Dude, did you use code RICH for 15% off? Did you use my code and get 15% off? I hope you did, because that's 15% you wouldn't have had to pay. Wouldn't that be cool if creator codes gave you some percentage off in-game? That'd be a nice incentive to use them. Hog gets shut down by a 7 elixir spend. King Tower activation. And no one pressing the advantage there after the elixir exchanges. Wait a second. Pedro played a banned card. Evo RG is banned. Pedro played banned card. Evo Firecracker is banned. Am I crazy here? Isn't this game over? Isn't this totally game over? Did everyone just forget that there are bans? Miner, Evo Firecracker, Graveyard, Mortar, all banned. Well, that is an anticlimactic end. Let me just... If Pedro had regular character, fine, but you can tell he has Evo. Yeah. Maybe if he just doesn't play the evolution at any point. Maybe if he just stops playing Firecracker and doesn't actually ever play the Evo. Will they allow it? Is he fine if he doesn't play the Evo? Yeah, let's see. I mean, if he has to not play it anymore. I don't know what the rules are. But he would have to play Firecracker no more. At the minimum. At minimum. Because he clearly isn't playing on purpose because he knows he messed up. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that really hamstrings you when you're trying to play this deck. If you put in Firecracker, Evo, and then you can't... You're just sitting there, sitting on it. Oh, boy. Seems like he's really not playing it. Yeah, maybe. I mean, look, maybe that's the saving grace here. And he just throws a snowball to nowhere. Yeah, he's waving the white flag. He knows it's over. He plays the Evo RG, or Evo Firecracker. No, it's banned for everybody. Bans are global. Bans are global. He knows he messed up. GG, well played. And there you go. What a terribly irresponsible way to throw away the match. Game 5 of King of the Hill? Game 5 King of the Hill, bro? Bro. Game 5 King of the Hill? Come on. Ridiculous. Well. Hey, why do you wear those sunglasses? I'm wearing sunglasses? You remove Miner from that Loon deck so we knew about the bans. Yeah, that's just craziness. Just craziness. Well, that was a big L. I think Pedro's puts Firecracker in the wrong place. Yeah, I guess. It's pretty wrong place. Let's go take a look at the leaderboards through 3 weeks of gameplay. 40K, 3-0. Should have been 2-1 maybe. But that drops higher gaming into the bottom 4. Remember, top 4 will make playoffs. Mohamed pointed out these are actually my eyes. Yes, good point. 2 3-0 teams here. 40K and Nightcrow. Here's the big shocker. The 2 quote-unquote top teams on paper, Higher Gaming and Shot CALALAS, both with negative win rates, 1 and 2. What are you talking about? The only stacked team here, Electro Dragon, is at 2-1. Electro Dragon with Surge, Canario, Phoenix, Adrian, Pedro, Vitor, and Lucas. But right now, our number 1 team, 40K, with Furkan, Gui, Aaron, Asaf, Ban, and Clown. And our number 2 team, Nightcrow, with Higher, Eason, 1-2, Panda, Kisara, and Jasper. Fascinating. Yes, I put the K in there on purpose. You know what I mean? Love your sunglass question, Rich. Me too. Thank you. Pedro lost his touch. I don't know. It's one game. One day. I think Clown had a good matchup regardless. Yeah, I feel you on that. As long as it's not evolved, would have been okay. Yeah, if he hadn't played the evolved version. But he played the evolved version, so there you go. Oof. Well, folks, this has been a lot of fun. I hope that you had a good time, too. I'll be back this Saturday and Sunday with an event called Clash Royale League. The monthly finals of that event. Clash Royale League, if you don't know, is where people play for large amounts of money. And this weekend, one of those players will get a golden ticket, which qualifies them for the World Finals of Clash Royale League. So I will be there this weekend for that. Why did you disappear last month? Because we have a 3-person caster rotation, and that was my month to sit out. So there you go. This monthly finals will certainly be interesting. Yes, I agree. Thanks for the stream. Until next time, I appreciate it. Evos are involved. Molite is not. Yeah, it's going to be fascinating. Sandy saying the see ya, take care, everyone. Hey, everybody. It's been fun. Big kisses to each and every one of you. As always, be excellent to each other. Party on, dude. Later.